We've got an important question now. What does it mean to be a mainstream Republican? It is the question that some Republicans have been asking in the age of Donald Trump, and increasingly, it seems the answer might be to make incendiary comments about women and members of the LGBTQ community. Just yesterday, former Minnesota Representative Jason Lewis, who in 2012 lamented that men can no longer call women sluts, announced that he is challenging Senator Tina Smith for her seat next year. And in Louisiana, the Republican candidate for governor, Ralph Abraham, is out with a new TV ad this week, making incendiary comments about gender.
As a doctor, I can assure you there are only two genders.
Joining me now, Jennifer Horn, former New Hampshire GOP chairwoman who just resigned from the Log Cabin Republicans, and Governor Christine Todd Whitman is back with me. Jennifer, you decided to leave the Log Cabin Republicans after they endorsed the president specifically because of his LGBTQ policies, but obviously it's more than the president, right? What is the Republican Party to do?
Right. Well, first of all, thank you for having me this morning. It's a pleasure to be with you. And, when the Log Cabin Republicans are, made up of people who have spent decades fighting for civil rights, fighting for equal rights for all Americans, fighting especially for the LGBTQ community. And I just simply could not remain and could stand by an organization that endorsed a president whose record is so abysmally poor on these issues, whether it's the LGBTQ community or any other group of people in our country who has ever had to fight for inclusion and fight for recognition. This president has been awful on these issues of freedom and equality and inclusion. And I just want to say, I don't think that mainstream Republicans are represented by this president or by those Republicans who have, gathered so closely to him. I think there are millions of Republicans across the country, just like myself, just like Governor Todd Whitman, who feel the same way that we do. And,
but you
and are
stood
looking
up. You stood up and you took
leadership.
action. Is it incumbent upon real, if I can use this phrase, real mainstream Republicans, when you have somebody like